the muffler shop, guys. Hopefully we either do an X pipe or we'll see what we're gonna do to it, but we're gonna try to make it sound good. So I guess I'm gonna go with dumps over in the back. So we're gonna X pipe it and do dumps, see how that sounds, and depending on how loud that shit is, then we're probably gonna go with a muffler, maybe. But I'm thinking I'm gonna keep it just X pipe, just pipe all the way, no muffler. So somebody asked me to do more or less, well, not a video, but more or less a list of things that I've done so far. So for starters, obviously the comp cam or whatever. I pretty much just did the cam itself. I didn't do no lifters, no rods, no nothing. This is more or less the spec sheet that came with it. I'm not sure what all y'all gonna get out of it. Try to focus some of the stuff. Yeah, that's pretty much it for the cam. Also, while I did the cam, we went ahead and did every single gasket. We did the timing chain over there. We did an underdrive pulley that I got from Jet Performance. Just look for, underdrive pulley for 4.3 V6, Chevy, whatever. Did the spider, long tube headers from Headman, spark plugs. Also had to buy these extra O2 sensor bongs or bungs, whatever you want to call them. Here's the part number, more or less. Because whenever I did the exhaust, they eliminated all the O2 sensor holes and all that. So, pretty much the new nut, drill a hole, weld it on as you've seen in the video, the one where it's dark outside. Obviously the nitrous kit, 75 shot. And I got one more 75 shot here that I'm going to get. I'm also going to go ahead and buy a standalone system, pretty much, the fuel cell, fuel pump, and that way I can directly feed the actual kits without having to steal any gas out of the motor. So far that's pretty much it. Like I said, whenever you break it down to get to the cam, you might as well go ahead and replace all the seals. You don't want to use old stuff. Chances are you probably get something that leaks or whatever. While I was there, again with the spider or whatever, I wanted to make sure I had the correct fuel, going in, not just something sticking or whatever, God knows how long that's been in there. For the truck itself, obviously, like I said, we had to weld the new nuts underneath. Got it sitting out there right now. If y'all got any other questions, just let me know. Pretty much for the most part, like I said, actually there is something else. If you do go with the underdrive pulley, you are going to have to get a smaller belt because, obviously, smaller pulley. Let me come over here to the truck real quick, pop the hood. Let me show y'all what else I had to get. When I did the headers, my dumbass, I just kind of left the wires dangling there, or not dangling, but just, not secured and away from the header. So I did burn out the spark plug wires themselves. So I had a fucking misfire, which was awesome. So when y'all do these headers, if y'all do end up going that route, there are these little, this right here is like an insulation that you can put around the actual wires. There's the other nitrous kit. Obviously cold air intake. Yeah, y'all can buy that insulation so that y'all don't burn any of your spark plug wires. You know, avoid that headache. Don't do what I did. As far as the old exhaust, there's the old exhaust sitting back there. This is where I mount my bottle out here. This is the actual, you know, bottle heater, whatever you want to call it. Yeah, I mean, this is more or less my setup, and whatever I have back there, you know, noted. That's pretty much what it is. I'll show y'all the actual nuts I was talking about for the O2 sensors, if I can see them from here, which I can barely. It is right there. I don't know how well you can tell, but it's right there. That's the O2 sensor. That's the nut that we welded on X pipe, and pretty much just goes to dumps way in the back. Show you the exhaust. 2.5-inch pipe all the way to the back. Right there. See the dumps. Yeah. Anyways, as far as pricing goes for everything, I mean, I want to say the cam was like $280. The underdrive pulley was like maybe $80. Timing chain and all that stuff, I can't really remember. The spider was $200. Headers $213 with taxes like $230. Nitrous kit, I actually got it for, you know, I traded some speakers for it and a $100 bill. But yeah, all this is pretty much just the budget build, guys. I mean, I did everything out of this garage. You know, you see all the fucking fingerprints and shit. I have to paint all that. Still a wreck in here from us working, but you know, I do what I can. It is an apartment complex. You know, you can only have so much room. But if y'all got any other questions, just let me know.